wonderful. See what she said about her spiritual journey. Actually, 6 months ago,
in July 2020.
Last year, she lost her son, 19 years old son. And from that onward, she started her search about spirituality. And she had, seeing a mother like that, with such a strength, really remind me, you see, for everybody, life teaches different lessons. Like I see you, the way you're speaking, and the way what you said about your son is really wonderful. It reminds me of a lady which I met in Mumbai some years back. Actually, she was a Jain lady. That lady, you can sit down. That lady, also, her son was on a death. The son was, I think, a similar age. He had leukemia, and the doctor could not do anything to save the son. So what the mother had done, the mother went to one of the saints, a lady saint, and what she pledged with the lady saint was not to cure the son, because she had the knowledge that to cure, we can cure the body only. But she wanted her son to achieve to a state of realization. She wanted her son not to deviate, because you see, in a state of, let's say, trying to look for a solution, very often you see people change. Like Mataji have changed into a positive side, but very often people change into a negative side, because they think that it is so unfair what we are going through, not knowing about the way that the gunas work, the way that karma work itself. Because everybody is born with their own karmic law. No? Everybody is born with their own dharma to be fulfilled. Like you just said yourself, you think that you have a certain spiritual things to attain. So that lady also, she knew that her son will die, but she didn't want her son to die a normal person. So she went to that lady saint and pledged to that lady saint, please, tell me something that I can do, that my son can live in a spirit of realization. So the saint said, you see, you are mother, and you have come to pledge, to ask me this thing. And it is very difficult. As you are asking for something which is great and brave, I will tell you what you have to do. She said, firstly, you have to make your heart a stone. That's what she said to him. You have to make your heart a stone. Why? Because if your heart is not a stone, not become hard, you will cry in front of your son. By crying, you will make him more weak. You will not uplift his spirit. You will not make him transcend that reality, but you will bind him with this reality itself. So because of that, you have to become strong inside of you. The mother said, yes, I will. Then the second thing he said, keep reminding him of the spiritual path. Read to him the life of saints. Read to him the scriptures. Let him be filled with that knowledge. Third, he said, in his room, place all the divine images. So, when he's sick, he can't come to the temple, he can't come to satsang. What will happen? Wherever he sees, he will perceive the divine only. So that's what she asked of her. And the mother said, yes, I will do anything for my son. So imagine that mother, you went through that, you will know. She went home and told that to her husband, and the husband agreed. But as time goes by, the son becomes more weak and more, the illness increases inside of him. It becomes more hard for them to see in the son like that. On the door, the mother has said, if you have pity for my son, don't express it when you come inside. If you want to cry, better don't come inside. If you want to say that, you're suffering, don't come inside. So the mother was very strong. So on the final day, when the child was, it was time for the child to depart, the mother was there with him. The father was also there, but the son stopped coughing. And then he had a hiccup. So when he had a hiccup, blood came out from his mouth. When he saw that, the father collapsed, crying. So the mother just turned with a look. She looked at him. She didn't need to say anything. Just by looking was enough. The father went out quietly. So then the mother kept chanting the mantra to the son. So the little force that the son had, he folded his hand, and listening to the mantra. Second time, again the hiccup happened. Again, blood came out. And the third time when he had a hiccup, he departed. For sometimes, she said, but she was quiet. But after that, she burst out. All the tears which she had held inside her heart came out as a torrential rain. So then the people came in. The husband actually bowed down to her. Seeing the mother crying, her own husband bowed down to her. He's saying, you wanted your son to transform into a god, and you have done everything. But in spite what I have seen a goddess here. That transformation have made her transform also. But not for her sake, but for the son's sake. And that is what Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita teaches us, But once we get to know really our journey of life, we will have a deeper understanding also of who we are. And that is life actually. Because in life, if you don't know who you are, you may live life, you may have everything, but you will not attain that truly happiness. When you say to somebody, I am happy, it will be difficult, no? Because we base our happiness on so many things outside. And you see, the mother journey started, the search started. It's strange, how life is. You know, you ask yourself why sometimes we have to have something in such magnitude for life to change. But you see, stronger is the pain. Stronger you become in your experience of life. Pain doesn't make you weak. It makes you more strong. But when it will become more strong is when you accept it. If you don't accept it, you will fall. Just like the mother. She was very strong in accepting. It's difficult at certain time to accept, because you have so many questions. So many questions which is difficult to have the answer also. But this is a mystery of life. Once you are born in this world, once you have taken a body here, death is imminent. You can't escape it. You can escape everything. You can fake everything. But death you can't. And this is the beauty, If you have ever experienced somebody dear to you dying, of course it's terrible, it's very dramatic, it's difficile, quand you mot. But at the same time, you realize that without life, the body is nothing. So now you ask yourself, who is your son? Ask yourself, who are you?